Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. Today we are going to do a girlfriend reading for Minji to figure out what type of girlfriend she will be. And this video is very straightforward, so let's just jump into taking her cards out. So, what type of girlfriend will Minji be like? So to start off, the general energy that we have here is the owl, which is an air element, and a fox, which is an earth element. And this kind of shows that she has opposing energies, at least element-wise, because air is very, I was going to say aloof, but it's an element that usually, at least in astrology, talks about communication. It talks about going with the flow. It talks about a very flexible energy. For whatever reason, justice usually comes with air elements, probably because of Libra. And then with Earth is kind of a bit more of the opposite. We have signs or people or energy that is a bit more practical, a bit more grounded, a bit more fixed, or it's a bit more set on its ways of doing things. It's a bit more of let's plan things out before taking action, unlike air energy that is kind of like on the go. And then we have like masculine and feminine energy right here. So with the owl and the fox, it seems like Minji is someone that is actually very smart, very cunning, or maybe even sly, meaning that she's very good at taking an opportunity. She's very good at adapting to conversations, as we have that air energy. Also with the owl, that tells me that she's also very observant. She's able to see the shadow side of people, or she's able to see what people are usually trying to hide. Or in a way, she's very good at picking up on people's intentions. But I do feel that her way of picking up on these signs does not come from an intuitive side. There might be a little bit of that, but I think it comes more from her, maybe experience is one way we can put it, but it could also be like she's very good at just reading people's body language, like the way that they speak or the way that they act, and she can pick up on people's habits very easily and very quickly. And because of that, she's very good at knowing if someone's lying. Again, she's not necessarily reading minds, and she may not be super like spiritual or intuitive about her ability to deal with people, but this owl just tells me that she's very observant, and because of that, she's able to pick up on people's patterns. May it come with their word choice, may it come from their speech, or may it be from their way of acting, that because of that, she's able to understand, maybe not understand, but she's able to tell when someone is acting in a different manner. And there's a higher chance that if they're acting differently, it could be because they're hiding something. Doesn't necessarily mean it's something bad that whoever she's dealing with is hiding. It could just mean that they're just hesitating on something, and she's able to pick that up very easily and very quickly. The owl also tells me that she's very smart, so this could be a couple of things, and the main thing that I'm getting is that she's very good at intellectualizing conversations. I don't know why those words came up, but what I'm trying to say is that she's very good with her words, so she could be quite eloquent, or she's very good at making herself be understood. But the other thing that I was also getting is like when she's dealing with people, emotions is not really something that she feels. I'm not saying that she doesn't feel emotions in general, as much as I'm saying that she's very good at staying detached from people. She's very good at just seeing things for what they are. And if, let's say, she were to have like a business partner, or just talking about the industry, the music industry from a business perspective, she is very good at just seeing it for what it is, rather than have any emotional attachment to whatever it is that she's dealing, or whoever it is that she's dealing with. So the type of girlfriend that she is that she's actually quite attached. She's not super emotional. She's not clingy. She is not overbearing. And she's very, very observant. So I do feel that whoever she's with will have a very hard time lying to her. Now, with a fox energy, this tells me that she's someone that likes to have fun. She is someone that could either do a lot of wordplay, meaning that, or is it play on words? I think that's actually the best way of saying it. She might actually say a lot of puns, or she may even be very good at riddles, something like that. Or when she talks to other people, if she doesn't, she could be very blunt and straightforward if she wanted to, and if not, with this Fox energy, she could also be very good at playing with people's minds in the sense of giving them riddles, meaning that she could go around and around in circles just to have fun, seeing how other people can actually figure out what she wants to do or say. I think she does this in a very lighthearted way. I don't think she is playing like 4D chess with anyone. I don't think she really enjoys playing mind games, but she could be very good at that. In this case, I do mean when you have two people in a situation where they're not showing all of their cards. She could be very good at that. I don't think she really relies too heavily on that. Also, I do feel that she's very good at keeping her cards close to her chest, so she may not be someone that feels that is very willing to give information away to others, especially when it comes to personal information. When you have air energy, air can be very detached, as I mentioned earlier, but air signs are very good at saying a lot about themselves without really expressing to people the depths within them. So it's like they might be very good at everyday casual conversation, but then if someone were to think back on this air energy and try to figure out what type of person they are, they wouldn't be able to really put their finger on it. And the reason is that air energy is it's kind of hard to hold on to. And also with this earth energy that we see with the fonts, this also shows that she's a type of girlfriend that is also extremely cautious, and she is very slow with her approach on anything new in life. So this kind of shows that she is very good at keeping this light-hearted, surface level conversation with people and still keep like the most personal things about herself completely hidden from these people that she's hanging out. So in other words, she will be the type of girlfriend that will take a lot of time and effort to be able to know her in an intimate, personal way, because she keeps herself very removed from situations and from people. Again, she's very cautious, so she's thinking usually in the long term, meaning that she doesn't really act on impulse and she's not super spontaneous. But she's very good at adapting, and she's also very good at staying on her toes, or like taking opportunities as they come. That kind of vibe. Now, if we look at her oracle, we have Foxglove, which is funny because we have a Fox here with the word connection. We have Wardock with tenacity, and then we have Daylily with ephemeral. So one thing that I want to point out is that these cards have a lot of orange, and that makes me think of the sacral chakra, meaning that she's super connected to her motivations, what drives her forward, or like what inspires her. And also she is very aware of her desires and her passions. So she will be a type of girlfriend that clearly knows who she is, clearly knows what her ambitions are, so what she's striving for in life. And she's also very aware of what she's looking for in a partner. This ephemeral thing tells me that she's a type of person that puts a high emphasis on her present day. This ephemeral energy makes me think that she is aware of her mortality. She is aware that she's not going to live forever, and that she won't be able to take in everything that the world has to offer at once, meaning that she is someone that prefers to live in the present moment. She prefers to think of what she can do in the now, in like today, rather than thinking very long term what could happen, or dwelling too much in the past of what already did happen. So she does think of the bigger picture, because earth energy is very good at planning and constantly thinking of what they're striving for their ambitions. But this ephemeral card also tells me that she is someone that if she sees an opportunity that is in alignment with something she has always wanted to do in life, she doesn't hesitate and she just jumps right into that opportunity. So this tells me that she could be spontaneous, but it may appear like that to other people, but in reality she may have already thought about doing something for a very, very long time. So when the opportunity presented itself, she was ready for it, because she already did the research, the planning, and she already did the introspection necessary for her to know that this is something she's always wanted. So I do feel that this energy translates to when, as in like the type of girlfriend that she will be, is that if she were to date someone, it wasn't done on a whim. She actually thought about it for quite a while. And even though she's someone that lives in her present moment, she's not reckless. So I do feel that if she were to date someone, it's because she saw something in them that inspired her or kind of woke something in her to trust this person and into her inner circles. I do feel that she could be good at casual dating, but I don't know if that is something she is bothering with. We'll see when we reach her tarot cards. Now, the connection and tenacity kind of tells me that she is, again, very cautious and very careful with who she invites into her inner circles. I do feel that she is cautious with who she has as a friend. So she puts even more caution when it comes to dating who she hangs out with or who she is even thinking as a potential partner. This connection tells me that she does want a bit of depth. Also, if we look at these two cards, they have purple on them, and that makes me think of the third eye in the crown chakra. So that kind of shows that even if she's not super spiritual, she is quite intuitive, but I don't know how aware she may be of that. And one of the things that comes with that is that she wants someone who she can have a very deep connection with, someone that understands even the smallest details of her and of her goals. And I do feel that because of that, she'll be the type of girlfriend that will put a lot of time and effort into her connection with whoever she's dating, and will not be afraid of doing what is necessary to make the connection work and reaching this middle ground of understanding between her and whoever she's dating. And this also kind of tells me that she's the type of person that really wants a deep emotion, maybe not emotional, but a deep spiritual connection with whoever she's with. So there's this sense that she wants a feeling of fate and destiny when she meets whoever it is that she's dating. She may be the type of person that may believe in love at first sight, or if not, she may be of the belief that in order to find someone suitable for dating, she needs to feel a spark that kind of just signifies to her that they are someone that's worth it. Now, if we look at the tarot that is clarifying the oracle, to clarify the foxglove, we have the Five of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. So this tells me, with this whole thing of connection, the Five of Pentacles usually talks about someone that feels abandoned or they feel like they're lacking something. So this shows that she desires a very strong and deep connection when it comes to dating, because in the past she may have experienced this feeling of lack, a sense of abandonment, or a sense of being left out in the cold. And it could be that maybe she dated someone that didn't put the time and effort and the attention into the connection, as much as it could just be the people that she has dealt with in her, maybe in her friend group, maybe in her family, maybe in her childhood, maybe even within her work. She may have dealt with people that she wanted to have a connection with, whatever nature that connection may have had. It doesn't necessarily need to be romantic. And she may have felt that these people kind of just left her out in the dark. Either they left her, I'm getting left her on red, so maybe did not really answer to her calls, to her messages, or they just kind of left her hanging, left her out in the cold. So there might be a chance that maybe she may have felt excluded from certain groups, or maybe she may have felt like when she was having a connection with someone there, she could have encountered a very big disappointment with someone. So either she thought she had a very close relationship. I don't know if that I can pick it up, but the cicadas got very, very loud outside, like out of nowhere, and then they calm down. To me, that could be a sign that Minji is a type of person, or she may have had an experience where she was calling out for help, or she really needed someone to be of support and be there for her in a very rough time. And she felt a very strong sense of abandonment, or a sense of being left out in the cold to fend for herself, because she didn't get that support during a very rough time. I do feel that because of that experience, she will be the type of girlfriend that will do her best to make sure that whoever she's dating does not experience the same emotions she felt or that she experienced, but also she, because of something like that, it caused her to be extremely cautious of who she even thinks of as a potential romantic partner. So if she sees like the first signs of someone that doesn't care about the relationship, or does not, or will not put the same time and effort that she will put into making sure the relationship works, then she will be the first one to walk away from it. I do feel that it even causes sense of like, if this person does not meet these standards, then she, like whatever standards she may have of what an ideal partner is, then she does not even consider them in any way, shape, or form. Does not even give them any sort of attention or time of her day to have a potential relationship. So either there either she so if she were to date someone, either they have everything that she needs or wants in a partnership, or she will not even bother with them, at least in a romantic aspect. Now, with the Nine of Cups and the connection, so this kind of shows that because of the lack or the abandonment that she may have felt at once, she is striving, as a girlfriend, she is striving to be in a relationship where she feels a strong, deep connection, something that felt destined, something that felt like fate put her and whoever she dates together. And the Nine of Cups talks about a wish fulfillment. It talks about emotional satisfaction. It could even talk about someone that has indulged a lot, or like they have a lot of something, a lot of abundance. And it also talks about reaching the end of the cycle. So this kind of shows that she would like to start dating after she has accomplished her ambitions or her goals, especially if they're not related to romance. She would like to complete those cycles before she starts dating. But if we're not talking about that, then this kind of shows that she has already visualized, or she has already written down, or she has established to herself what her ideal relationship looks like, and what she will, and how she would like to get there, or how she would like to manifest it into her life. And because of that, it will make it easier for the universe to bring it to her, since she is aware of what she wants. But at the same time, this kind of shows that her circle of potential dating partners is actually very small. And what I mean by that is that it's kind of like she already wrote down what she's expecting in a relationship and what type of characteristics she will like in a partner. And because of that, is like her dating pool is zeroing in more and more and more into something very specific, because she's already kind of manifesting that type of person into her life, whatever that may be. The reason why she's able to already kind of like zero in on like a specific individual or a very specific group of people that could meet her standards to dating is because of how cautious she is. And that kind of takes me to the next card that we have here, which is the Three of Swords reverse. So the Three of Swords reverse could talk about a couple of things. If we're seeing it from a positive way, it talks about someone that is coming out from heartache or from a heartbreak. And if we want to see it from the negative side, then it could mean someone that is completely ignoring the fact that they're going through a very difficult time. However, because of the card that we have on top, and also the card that we have next to the Three of Swords, which is the Nine of Cups, oh my god, I just noticed something. The Three of Swords reverse is in between the Nine of Cups and the Ten of Cups reverse. So if we see this as a story, it makes sense. But the card that is above the Three of Swords reverse is Boar Dog with tenacity. So that makes me think that she is very meticulous, she is very detailed, and she is very cautious. She is constantly planning for the future. And also, she is constantly manifesting whatever it is that she wants into her life. I do feel that she's also very ambitious. So whatever her standards are, she never lowers them for anyone or for anything. So this Three of Swords reverse kind of makes me think that when she went through this Five of Pentacles, so this abandonment or this lack or feeling that she had to fend for herself and do everything on her own, so whenever she experienced the disappointment, she is still working on overcoming that problem. She's still working on getting rid of that baggage. And I think she's been quite successful in doing that because of how careful she is with everything that she does. She's also very careful with taking care of herself and healing herself and overcoming her own obstacles, maybe mental, so yeah, mental limitations, meaning like, what is it called, limiting beliefs, that's what I wanted to say. So feeling like something can't be accomplished because there is a certain obstacle or limitation with your ability, with, in this case, with her ability of thinking of the infinite possibilities out there. That's kind of what limiting beliefs are. So to me, this Three of Swords reverse just kind of shows that she will be the type of girlfriend that takes her healing very seriously. And again, whatever her standards are, she does not lower them for anyone. So whoever she's dating, even if that person doesn't have the confidence or maybe lacks the self-esteem to acknowledge how great they are as a person, for Minji, even if that person doesn't know it, they already meet a lot of the things she's looking for in a partner. So it just kind of shows that she's very careful, not only with her way of doing things, but also with her way of planning things, and also with, I was gonna say, with her approach or her process of doing things. So that at the end of the day, that just kind of shows that she will be, whoever she picks them for a very good reason, and even if they don't know it, or even if it's not too obvious to them. So if she were to date someone that many people kind of raise an eyebrow of like, what did she see in this person, even if to outsiders it doesn't make sense, and maybe even for the person that she's dating it doesn't make sense to them, to her it does. So it's, all I'm saying is like, it was not by accident that whoever she's dating was picked for her, if that makes sense. I do feel that she does trust in destiny and fate, so there may be a little bit of like this mysterious fog or energy surrounding whoever she dates, or like how it came to be. But the other thing that I was also going to say is that she is someone that does a lot of planning for her self-development. And I think this Three of Swords reverse is just showing that she is putting a lot of time and effort to overcome any issues that she may have. So past pains or baggage that she may carry with her, she did put a lot of time and effort to make sure that she was able to go into this reflective, introspective mode and overcome those issues. Now, the last card that we have right here is the Ten of Cups reverse. So the Ten of Cups reverse tells me that she's not very optimistic about having a happily ever after. I do feel that her reason of having like an infinite anything gets like crushed down because of her very practical and realistic way of seeing things. So one of the things that we have here is that with the air energy that we talked about earlier with the owl, air signs are known to be very logical. Just the element itself, not people that are air signs. And the earth energy is usually known to be very practical. And if you put those things together, you will think of someone that's actually very cold, very calculative. And because of that, I do feel that she is aware of the reality of, again, as I mentioned with her mortality, she is aware of how the human world works, how the 3D world works, and because of that, she is aware that a happily ever after does not exist necessarily, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. This kind of shows that she is aware that time and effort is necessary for any relationship to work out, but there is also earlier this whole idea of like believing in love at first sight and believing in fate and destiny will bring her closer to whoever will be the ideal partner for her in dating. This shows that even if she has this very dreamy side of her, she is also super aware of the reality of her situation, and because of that, she does not blind herself to this fairy tale type of lifestyle. Or in other words, I do feel that, I don't know if she will want a romantic partner, but I do know that she will not be easily fooled by someone that is what is the, I don't know what the what expression in English could fit the whole idea of someone that promises a lot but doesn't really deliver. So this kind of just shows that she, again, she's also very good at just seeing you just reading people and their habits of speech, and also their like, what is it called, their body language. She's very good at reading that from people. So this kind of shows that she's very good at seeing if whoever presents herself as a potential romantic partner, whoever's trying to be in a relationship with her, she's very good at seeing if they're reliable or not. So this 10 of Cups reverse just kind of tells me that she's not super optimistic about finding her ideal partner, romantic partner, but also this shows that she's very aware of the reality of how the universe and how the world works. So she knows that even if she meets someone that feels destined for her, and it almost feels like they were made to be her partner, that type of vibe, like everything just fits, everything just makes sense, she is aware that there will be a lot of time and effort that will have to be put into making the relationship work. So this just kind of shows that she's aware that she has her standards and she will not lower them, and she's also aware that there will be someone out there that will match her and will be very compatible with her and her way of doing things. But also she's aware that even if all of the right pieces are put into place, that doesn't mean that it will be easy, or that the journey will be easy, or that things will just work out with not a single problem. And because of that, the reason why she's able to think like that is because of her very practical and logical way of doing things. So she is, in a way, mentally prepared for any problems that arise from being in a relationship. So yeah, I hope you guys like this reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Now, this reading was not too much about what type of person she's looking for. It's not so much what type of girlfriend she is, perhaps. This was more about like what her personality is, it felt like. If anything, I guess the best thing I can say with like what type of girlfriend she will be is that she is very careful, very detailed orientated. I do feel that she will be very good at giving very good advice to whoever she's dating. I do feel that she's also very good with conversation and with talking. So if she's with someone that needs some like intellectual stimuli of sorts, or just someone that really likes to talk, or someone that really likes to listen, then she's very good at doing that. So she's very good at talking, or she's very good at having a conversation and having this dialogue with people, or she's just very good at bringing very interesting topics. So I do feel that if she were to meet someone that was looking for something like that in a person, then she's the right person for them. I guess the other thing that we have here is that she's extremely ambitious. So if one of her ambitions is to date and be with that person, then that person's golden. She will put a lot of time and effort into making that happen. But yeah, outside from that, yeah, I think she's very detached and practical. So I don't think she will be super clingy, cuddly, or emotionally attached with whoever she's dating. Of course, she will care about them, but I find it very. I think, for example, earth signs and fire signs will not be able to really understand how detached she is. They will see her detachment as being disinterested in them, but that's not really the case. That's just the type of person that she is. So even if she really cares about someone, there will always be like this distance, or there will always be this feeling that it's kind of just hard to grasp her, or it's kind of hard to kind of pinpoint her and like just put her in a box or in a label as well. I think that could be quite challenging for people. So yeah, once again, I hope you guys like this reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you on the next one, whenever that is, however that is. Thank you for all the love and support you have shown me and the channel. And yes, I think that's it. Love and healing from my part to you, and